Welcome to Robot Wars and the minor Meltdown, an arena stuffed full of destructive, damaging robots as ever, but with a difference. We've let the kids loose. Tonight, our robot tots take control. They'll thrash and topple, try to stay clear of damage, while inflicting it on others, of course. There are no innocents here. They love to prize and prang. Concentration focused. Flippers raised, wheels locked, enmeshed in battle. The kids are all right. You'd better take flight if you don't want to fright. It's the minor Meltdown on Robot Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
This is Robot Wars, where tonight it's the turn of Les Enfants Terribles, or in English, Tots with Bots. Yep, the adults have been hogging the controls for far too long. It's time for the kids to show Daddy how it's really done. We're talking an infant inferno, nippers with flippers. So prepare for a minor meltdown. Hey, let the wars begin.
Good to see school hobbies and games haven't changed. Ballet, British Bulldogs, tug of war, hide and seek, piggyback rides, counting in colours, metal work, swings and roundabouts, and kiss chase. Well, sort of. Well, this really is a first on Robot Wars. The kids are taking over the controls now. They look like sweet, little, innocent darlings, don't they? You wait till they get into the war zone. Totally destructive. Carnage is what I expect. Let's get on with round one.
From Chesham in Buckinghamshire, Sword Point.
With 11-year-old Ryan Delp, son of an AA patrolman. Don't expect him to rescue you.
Right, Ryan, this is minor Meltdown. This is where the kids do their driving. Are you nervous? Who are you most nervous of?
Big Brother.
Yeah?
It's just been so many others.
It has. What are you going to do with him?
Well, we're going to try and get it out the front because that hasn't got much armour on.
Right. What about practice? Have you done much practice?
No. We've done 2 minutes of it and then the battery went flat.
A 2mm plate steel box with 36-volt motors and lifter thumper spinner weapons, tough as old boots, just keeps going damaged or not, but there are no weapons on the sides.
From Wellingborough in Northamptonshire, Ramsey.
With 9-year-old Scott and 6-year-old Daniel Lockhart.
Who's doing the driving for Lambsy then? Scott.
Yeah.
Have you had much practice?
Quite a lot.
Have you?
Yeah.
That's very good. And what's Daniel doing?
Flipper.
You're doing the flipper, are you?
Yeah.
Do you think, will Scott have to tell you how to work it, or will you just flip any time?
Scott's going to tell me when to flip it.
Right. Our neighbours are half noisy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now, Scott, who are you most worried about?
Bigger brother.
Right. But you can work both ways up, can't you?
Yeah, but he can get us out the arena.
That's very true, actually. You see, logic, that's what you need on this programme. It's something we've been lacking for a long time.
So invertible, the flipper also acts as a lifting mechanism. There are spikes inside the flipper jaws to cause maximum damage, but there's a high ground clearance at the rear and lambs to the slaughter I fear.
From Brighton in East Sussex, Bigger Brother.
9-year-old Joe Watts and 7-year-old Ellie have been grand finalists with Dad Ian.
Bigger Brother is some robot. Joe, this is the first time you've ever driven it.
It is.
Can you manage it, do you think?
I think so. I've been practicing at home and so has Ellie.
You've done a lot of practicing.
Yes.
Are you worried about the Lambsy and the other opponents? A bit?
I'm not really. No.
Too bothered, OK.
No, I'm not too
Now, this is about teamwork, isn't it?
Yes, it
Brothers and sisters working together. It's not always easy, is it, Ellie?
No.
Do you think Joe will help you? Because you're going to be doing what?
The flipping.
Okay, so Joe, are you going to tell her when to flip, or are you just going to flip, Ellie?
And I'm going to tell her.
Right. Good luck, team. I'm rooting for you, okay? You are going to need it. Good luck.
Brothers and sisters working together. When did that happen then? Indestructible with a huge flipper, they say. CO2 gas powered. The actual motor on the robot is two 750-watt electric driven.
Roboteers, stand by.
The teams then, bigger brother there on the left, Joe and Ellie Watt, saw point on the right with Ryan Delph and some adults, we won't mention them, and Lamsey, Scott and Daniel Lockhart. There's Growler in the arena for the house robots with the Jaws and Sir Killalot. The winking, blinking,
3, 2, 1. Debate.
There's Lamsey quickly into the fray. The sheep's gone, attacking Sore Point, locked side by side. Well, shown the way to go home, that lamb. He's lost his way and doesn't know where to roam. Now, what's going to happen as Lamsey tries to get the jaws, wolf-like jaws, to work on Sore Point? Bigger brother, of course, very much the favourite here. And on the attack, Sore Point thrust up into the air. Down it bounces. Can Ryan Delph, who loves his insects, get that sort of bird-like creature righted? Because Sore Point is in trouble. Bigger brother to the left-hand side, and there you can see them poised to make another attack. Joe Watts driving with Ellie at the controls of the flipper. They fought in 4 series of Robot Wars, and they've only failed to make a UK Championship semi-final once. Greatly experienced bigger brother. Oh, Growler has got hold of Sore Point, and that will make them sore. They failed to self-right. They will keep on going despite the damage. You can see a wheel buckled there. They're on the arena sidewalk. The wheels are spinning, but there's no movement, and the ref bot will come in imminently, which leaves bigger brother and Lamsey to fight on. 2 machines survived this round 1 phase to fight again, and I don't think it'll be Sore Point. They're being counted out by the ref bot. It now means damage limitation for bigger brother and Lamsey. They will go through to the next stage of the minor meltdown. They've realised that now. I think they'll cease hostilities as Sore Point and Ryan Delph, they are counted out by the ref bot. Well, Dad is an AA man, and Chris Delph would have needed all his repair skills there to get Sore Point going. Lifted up and sent crashing down by Killalot. Bigger brother dumps Lamsey into the sheep pen. Lamsey will live to fight again. Growler will chew the fat with Sore Point. Get out of the way, ref bot. Still at the controls of bigger brother, the Watts. And I think whatever Ryan does now at the controls of Sore Point, it is merely... Oh, look at that, there's a wheel torn off. It is merely damage limitation. But I'll tell you what, right, you've lost a wheel. We'll help you out. We'll put you there. The X marks the spot. Yep, that's the drop zone. And above you, that's a whole load of car parks. There'll be a wheel or 2 in there. We'll give you a helping hand. Here's a wheel or 2 and a bonnet. A bit of engine. Smash! Well, quite strong. Too late, though. Sore Point out. Bang! 0 to 60 in about 0.2 of a second. Splendid stuff! Not for Sore Point. What is that hanging off there? The gubbins. Killalot, go on! Get rid of the rubbish. Tina will come and sweep it away. Sore Point gone. Well done, the house robots. Growler will attack anything. What is that? Bit of a fridge? Joe Watt celebrates. They're through.
tots showing the grown-ups how to do it. So, Point take a complete battering. They're out of the competition. Bigger Brother and Lamsey, they go through!
That was... What was it? You tell me.
God, that was the best fight I've ever seen.
It was the best fight I've ever seen. It was fantastic.
There won't be much damage. There won't be as much damage in Robot Wars as this.
No, this was incredible.
3 wheels taken off the flipper.
There's the 2 wheels. There's the flipper mangulated.
And the pump at the back's gone.
That's gone as well, has it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the other wheel. Oh, excuse me, robot. There's the other wheel. Right over the other side. But you loved every minute of it, didn't you?
That was the best show on earth, and I was there.
What was the best bit, do you think?
The best bit was the fridge.
Yeah.
Even the fridge beat us.
Yeah.
The fridge beat us in the round.
From Ludlow in Shropshire, Tetanus 2.
Oldest team here, Luke Angels 15, Conrad Snook 14.
Who's driving?
Me.
How much practice?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. You just told me twice a week for 2 years.
Well, maybe I lied.
How much, really?
Twice a week for 2 years.
That's incredible. Now, you're doing the weapons, Luke.
Yeah, I'm doing the weapons.
Are you just going to go for it?
Well, we've voted a clutch up, so we don't know. We don't know how powerful it's going to be. So.
Really? Who are you most worried about? Are you worried about the carrot at all?
Oh, the carrot, we've had a look at him, but we're more worried about Rick.
Are you? Why?
Well, it's the flipper, really. It's just the flippers.
Yeah, flippers aren't good. No. But you can spear him with a bit of luck first.
Well, hopefully. Yeah.
Good luck. You're nervous, aren't you, the pair of you?
Oh, yeah, we're nervous.
Yeah. Have you been sick yet?
Oh, not that bad.
Has a forklift, spike crusher, 2-wheel drive, the netty thing. Strong, big steel armament, but it's slow, self-righting.
From Turners Hill in West Sussex, Killer Carrot 2.
9-year-old Adam Engelbright loves his sweets and chatting too.
Adam, what's going to be your battle plan?
All right. Well, basically, the battle plan is zip around all over the place, try and crash into everything, flip everything up with our flicker, and try not to fall into the pit when that opens.
Adam, are you going to be able to stop talking for long enough to drive the robot?
Yes.
Good.
Hopefully.
Which one are you most worried about with the opposition?
Tetanus. Yeah, Tetanus 3. I think that's probably going to be the most dangerous.
Why?
Because it's got that dirty great. It's got this dirty great spike, and it's got that big flipper. Whereas we've only got a diddly little flipper, but Rick's still a bit dangerous. Still, I think we're probably the weakest out of the 3.
Now, how's your driving?
I've been practicing in the school playground and on the computer game we've got at home. We've got
The computer game's a bit different.
Yeah.
What did your head think of the driving in the school playground, though?
Oh, she let me.
Hopefully there weren't lots of other people in there.
No, there weren't lots of other people. We did it at the weekend.
Oh, well, that's
We
all right
wouldn't
then.
do it in school time. We'd be ramming into all the mothers and housewives and all that.
Invertible with a steel chassis and Lexan aluminium armour, a 14-inch bale spike and the flipper, but it's slow, doesn't have much pushing power, thin and flimsy armour, and the wheels are exposed.
From Southampton in Hampshire, Rick.
Francis Gallagher and Ian Aldridge, 2 12-year-old keen scouts, dib-dib-dob, pop a job and all that.
Now, you've got experience on your side. Because how many times have you been in there before? Countless.
Yeah.
Is it?
Every time we've been in there.
So most of the people that you're competing against today don't have that experience. Does that make you feel a lot better?
A bit more comfortable, yeah.
Feel very confident. Now, what will you be doing?
I'm just a tactician and I'm along for moral support.
Right, I want some tactics then. Tactician.
Well, we're in against Tetanus and Killer Carrot.
Yes.
And we know the weak points of Killer Carrot, and
Go on, what are
Tetanus
they?
is basically hope and pray.
Come on, what are the weak points of Killer Carrot? Tell
Just
me.
go for the back and pray not to get in the way of the flipper.
It's the back, is it?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Because you've got your flipper on the front, your spinny disc on the back. Which will you make most use of, do you think?
Get the flipper in action, I think. Get them flying.
It's quite a powerful flipper.
Yeah, very powerful.
So we'll have a few robots out of the arena then.
Hopefully, yeah.
You've got so much experience, don't know what you're worried about. You're not, are you?
No.
He's worried.
Has a front flipper and rear spinning blade, 0 ground clearance, reasonable 12 miles an hour speeds experience, but the rear wheels are exposed again.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams then. Killer Carrot there on the left-hand side with Adam Engelbright and Ian Aldrich and Francis Gallagher of Rick on the right-hand side. Tetanus 2, Luke Angel there on the right-hand side with Conrad Snook. In the arena for the house robots is Shunt and Dead Metal.
3, 2, 1, Tilt.
Don't forget, 2 of these machines will survive to go through to round 2 of the minor meltdown. Killer Carrot 2, with that flipper, will be one of the favourites. Can lift 160 kilos, tangling there at this moment in time with Tetanus 2. I wonder what effect that mesh will have. Maybe it can tangle 1 or 2 things, but it looks a little bit heavy, doesn't it, Tetanus 2? And it's been toppled over there. Ah, now we can see why it has the mesh. It's to self-right. 2-wheel driven, Tetanus 2. Conrad Snook driving, Luke Angel at the weapons controls, and away it turns from Rick. Rick, you can see the spinning blade on the back and the flipper at the front. Killer Carrot flipping thin air, actually. So not great style or driving controls from Adam Engelbright, who's been chatting away in the pits and chatting away in the pits and chatting away in the pits. He's not talking at the moment, he's concentrating. Smashing lads. And all these are such keen roboteers. The next generation coming through. The pit release has very nearly been sounded by Rick. It has been now. You can see the pit descending. I wonder if Tetanus 2 is too big to go down that pit. 76 centimetres high, 160 centimetres long, 120 wide. Tetanus 2 being shoved by Killer Carrot 2. You can see there the angle of the shunt camera. Tetanus is not too big for our pit. They're out. Killer Carrot celebrate. They go through with Rick. Well, it seemed rather cumbersome, Tetanus 2, all the way through, and eventually went down in a puff of smoke.
Robotots putting the grown-ups to shame. Tetanus injected into the pit. Rick and Killer Carrot, they go through to the next round.
Confirmation then that Sawpoint and Tetanus 2 have gone. This is how they line up in round 2 of the minor meltdown. In a moment, Bigger Brother against Rick. First up, Lamsey against Killer Carrot 2.
So, it seems my little metal munchkins are up to the challenge, but will there be tears before bedtime after round 2?
OK, the Lamsey team. Last time we saw Lamsey, you were underneath a washing machine. Now, how do you feel about the Killer Carrot?
Not too bad, actually. I think if we open the jaws and got the spike in their flipper, I think it could maybe immobilise their flipper, probably.
Yeah?
I think so.
OK. Good luck with that tactic.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good one. What are your tactics?
Well, basically, we're just going to whiz around the arena and try and drop them into the pit.
Are you?
Yeah.
But you're just going for pit, full on?
Yeah.
And you're going to switch on the pit as soon as you get in there, then, to open it up?
No, not generally. We're waiting for them to do that. We'll let them do that.
You'll let them do that, and
Yeah.
then you'll get them into the pits?
That's it.
It's a bit mean, isn't it?
Sort of.
That's the way it is on Robot Wars, though. You're not nervous anymore?
No.
Good.
Not like I was with the other ones.
Good luck.
They don't scare me.
Good luck, both teams. And may the best team win.
Killer Carrot 2.
The heavier but slightly slower of the 2 machines. It has the flipper, though. It has the very keen Adam Engelbright at the controls.
Lamsey.
Also has a flipper lifting mechanism, too. And there, Scott and Daniel Lockhart.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena, dead metal with the serrated saw blade and the pincers. Ooh, and there's Mr. Psycho with a huge hammer. Horrible.
3, 2, 1.
To me, Lamsey looked the more energetic in the first round fight. Up and over Killer Carrot again. The poor old sheep's head has come off. There's no place for woolly minds out there, I can tell you. And Adam Engelbright will want to come in for the kill here with the Killer Carrot. Lamsey's graze on grass, surely not on root vegetables. Perhaps you can tell me otherwise. It's, after all, been a long time since I was in a school lesson. Lamsey pushing Killer Carrot into the CPZ, the corner patrol zone, but getting the hammer from Mr. Psycho for doing so. There we can see Scott and Daniel lock up briefly with Lamsey. Scott at Stanek Junior School loves his skateboarding and garage music. Killer Carrot at the moment calling the tune, it would seem. Oh, are they? They've lost a wheel! Now, how on earth did that happen? They seem well in control and were pushing back onto Lamsey, but the wheel has come off the Carrot. It spins around. Well, I can't see how they can get very far in the arena now. See the gruesome power there of Mr. Psycho. The pit is descending. Killer Carrot are in trouble. Major trouble here. Mr. Psycho has them in his sights. Turning, trundling, climbing up. Still has the punctured tyre. Its grip releases now. Adam's got to get Killer Carrot away from there. But it seems to me that the lifter has been crushed. And the 9-year-old schoolboy is facing elimination. And I think Lamsey, so far in the minor meltdown, have been good value. Killer Carrot fancied to get to the final, though. They'll progress no further. Oh! A valiant effort to stop the clock and get rid of the red bot. But now, in comes Dead Metal. And they want to steer Killer Carrot away from trouble. You can see the rear spike weapon. Couldn't get it into play. Sandwiched between the two house robots now. Slicing through the Lexan aluminium armour and the fluorescent orange paint of Killer Carrot 2. I think they're trying to get him on the flipper, and I think Adam, with a little bit of help from Dad Robert, trying to stay away from the flipper, and they very nearly did it. Sort of just caught the Carrot and sent it flying through the air. But the house robots want to see in the dark, and they want a harvest of carrots, and they're about to get it, I think. Now, what happened there? I think a little bit of spark came off Mr. Psycho from Dead Metal. Killer Carrot is about to take root underground. One. Get away in the safety of the pit. Hard luck, young Adam. And well done, Scott and Daniel Lockhart and Lamsey. They're through to the final of the minor meltdown.
Well, living proof that real robots don't just eat meat. They eat vegetables as well. Killer Carrot out of the competition. Lamsey, they go growling on. Killer Carrot. What happened there?
I think our wheel came off.
Oh, your wheel definitely came off. You kind of got a bit eaten, really, didn't you?
Yeah, I think, Dad, what do you think? Was that the wheel that you had to put together with it? And was that the wheel that got shredded in our last fight?
Was that the wheel, Dad?
Yeah, I had a puncture yesterday, but it didn't fall off.
Listen, and then you kind of started trying to take on Mr. Psycho.
Yeah, well, we only had one wheel and we couldn't really move very much. But Mr. Psycho and Dead Metal were the only things there. We had a lot of gas left, so Dad kept on yelling to me, flip him, and so I flipped him.
You couldn't quite make it, though. It was a bit too heavy for you.
Yeah.
Never mind. Did you enjoy the competition? Go on, carry on.
But we managed to sort of get Dead Metal, and we managed to smash into the side of F4. And we managed to get we managed to hold off 3 robots for about 4 minutes with 1 tyre and a weak flipper.
Well, that's an achievement in itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mayhem, carnage, destruction. That's what you like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Killer Carrot. Well, wasn't too hard, was it?
No. But all we done was hit him, open the jaws, hit him with the spike inside.
Yeah.
His wheel wobbled, Psycho hit him with a hammer and his wheel fell off.
I know. and then you guys just went dancing around, didn't you, really?
Yeah.
Kind of trying to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere near Psycho.
No, you don't want to. He's got a big, big hammer, hasn't he? You looking forward to the next round?
Yeah.
Think you can go all the way?
No, because we might have Bigger Brother.
Be confident, be confident. Work out your tactics and I'm sure you can do them if they get through.
All right.
Alrighty?
Yeah.
Big round of applause for Lamsey!
Lamsey bleating but beating Killer Carrot 2. Next up, Bigger Brother and Rick.
Now, last time you were quite confident, weren't you? Yeah. This time, are you quaking a little bit?
No, this should be a good, easy target.
Do you think?
Yeah,
the
no
Bigger
problem.
Brother robot and Joe driving it? They can chuck people out. Do you reckon you can?
We could have him out.
Yeah?
Yeah, no
Yeah?
problem.
You can have them out the arena?
I hope so. It's going to take a long time, but let's see him on the rails.
Good. Right, this time, they're going to... Dad, clear off. You're not part of this team anymore. They're going to have you out the arena, they reckon?
Not likely.
It is not likely, is it?
No.
Because what will you do to them?
Well, flip them then and get them into the pit.
Now, has anyone offered you a job as a professional roboteer yet? Because your driving was phenomenal in the last round, wasn't it?
Yes.
Were you very pleased?
Yeah.
Does that make you less nervous now or more nervous?
Less nervous.
Oh, that's good. Are you nervous at all, Ellie?
No, not at all.
And your flipper finger's okay?
Yeah.
Because you shut your other finger in the door, didn't you, the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, so your flipper finger's fine.
Yeah.
We're all set to go.
Bigger Brother.
Joe Watts has been part of a team that's beaten Hypnodisc and Razor in the past. There he is with sister Ellie.
Rick.
Well, we've seen the front flipper in action, not really the rear spinning blade. At the controls, 12-year-old Ian Aldridge, 12-year-old Francis Gallagher.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the House Robots, Dead Metal with the spinning blade there. Venomous, Sir Killalot as well with the lance and the pincers. Deadly.
3, 2, 1.
Great pedigree, Bigger Brother. And Joe has taken the controls of the weaponry in UK Championships previously. He has battle-hardened experience, but he's in the CPZ with Rick. Rick quick to get out, can get up to 12 miles an hour. There's Ian and Francis at the controls, spinning, trying to line up the angle for an attack on Bigger Brother. They won't be able to expose any ground clearance, 0 ground clearance on Bigger Brother. They try and get their flipper to work. This is a good battle. Best of the minor Meltdown so far. Oh, what's that coming across the arena? Look at that! It's Dead Metal's blade! Where on earth did that come from? Where's it gone to? It suddenly came launching across the arena floor. Dead Metal was in a CPZ. The unpredictability of Robot Wars competition. Both of these were teetering on the brink there of the pitch. They're edgy, canny young drivers at the controls. It's a tactical battle now. Will it go to the judges, I wonder? They've fought tooth and nail, flipper to flipper. In comes the bladeless Dead Metal, which will need repairs. The ref is having a look. No count yet. The flipper of Rick. High, almost like a Jaws opening there. But in the CPZ, Bigger Brother comes away, has a shunt. Is Rick still moving? Is Rick still moving? Dead Metal's coming. I think Rick might have been immobilised. It's certainly, at this moment in time, statuesque to say the least. And Bigger Brother tries to flick Dead Metal. They love it. Joe Watts and Bigger Brother heading through here because Francis and Ian and Rick, their machine, has come grinding to a halt and into the pincers of Circular Lot. Well, there are Southampton supporters in the Rick family. They used to play at the Dell. This is Robot Wars hell for Rick. And the end is imminent. Southampton now play at St Mary's, and they need a little bit of divine inspiration and a miracle or two to stay in this. Didn't happen for them. Rick are out. Bigger Brother. It'll be Joe and Ellie who spin their way into the Minor Meltdown final. A bit of jitterbug there from Bigger Brother. Apparently we're being asked what the jitterbug is. Ask your gran or granddad. But Dead Metal fancies a dance and a prance. Rick, pick your way out of there. Good battle. Fine stuff. Good young talent. Yeah, dancing.
Must be sick. Certainly no match for Bigger Brother. They are through to the Minor Meltdown final. Oh, lad. I thought you were doing well.
So did I.
You
Turns
certainly-
out everything breaks in that corner over there.
Did it? It all broke down for you?
Yeah, it
I'll
just
tell you
stopped.
what, you were certainly on top at the beginning of that fight, weren't you?
Yeah, we tried to get them over, but they just wouldn't go.
The flipper was working quite well, though, wasn't it?
Flipper was working well till, like I said, everything died in that corner.
I thought their tactic, because they were having problems with you, so I thought their tactic of pushing you into the CPZ, into the clutches of Dead Metal was a good tactic.
Yeah, it was a good tactic, but Dead Metal didn't have his saw, did he?
No, he didn't have the saw. Are you disappointed? Do you think you could do Bigger Brother?
Disappointed, yeah, I reckon we could have them, but next time.
Yeah. How do you feel it went for you?
Went all right.
Went all right.
Could have done better, but they're a good team. They're a good robot.
And I'll tell you what, so are you guys as well. Nothing to be ashamed of there. Let's hear it for Rick! You know, you two, you're becoming such big stars. People are starting to ask me if I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah? You've got a brilliant robot as well, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Who was doing the flipping? You were doing the flipping?
Yeah.
It wasn't working that well for you there, was it? You wasn't getting the timing right, was you?
No, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't?
No.
Yeah. And you were doing the driving?
Yep.
Yeah, well, you were doing OK. But they were on top. It was only when you pushed them into sort of Dead Metal that you kind of stole the fight then, didn't you?
Yes, it was. But I think when we flipped them over, we sort of broke their flipper.
Yeah. Why did you flip Dead Metal? You know, Dead Metal's got a long memory.
Yeah, and we flipped him because because Rick was he was stuck.
And you were trying to help Rick, were you?
Yeah.
Because you wanted the fight to continue.
Yeah.
You wanted to get stuck in.
Yeah.
You're in the final. You're fighting
Lamsey.
Now, come on. What do you think? Give me a prediction.
I don't know, mate. And we got him in the pit last time. Maybe we'll be able to get him in again.
Yeah, but do you think you're going to win the final?
Yes.
All right, then. Let's bring it on. Let's hear it, Joe and Ellie and the Bigger Brother team.
So there we have it. Rick and Killer Carrot 2 have gone out, and that leaves the Minor Meltdown final. Bigger Brother against Lamsey, the best two machines and teams in it. Well, the drivers may have been small tonight, but the action has been big, bad, and brutal to the end. So let's see how our tip-top tots made it this far. Well, Bigger Brother and Lamsey started fighting together. Saw point pirouetted, fell. Bigger Brother and Lamsey came head-to-head, but Sawpoint was the weakest machine. They went before Lamsey were pitted. They were bashed and they crashed out. The next fight was between Killer Carrot 2, Tetanus 2 and Rick. Killer Carrot was the tip to go all the way to the final. Tetanus 2 always looked cumbersome. Rick was the best machine in the fight. Tetanus 2 took a jab too many. Then it was Lamsey against Killer Carrot 2. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Lamsey too strong for the Carrot. Despite taking a crash and a bash from Psycho, the wheel came off the Killer Carrot dream. Sliced carrots, anyone? Mashed carrots, anyone? Carrot soup. Rick and Bigger Brother dodged the spinning blade of dead metal. This was a terrific tussle. But Rick eventually were immobilized, and Bigger Brother too strong as Rick took the big fall. The minor meltdown final. Our tiny tots, our super tots here. Bigger Brother and Lamsey, and Philip has joined me in the Crow's Nest. And a couple of these little kids have grown up with Robot Wars, haven't
they? Well, Joe and Ellie, particularly from the Bigger Brother team, they started off this big, and now Joe's this big, and, you know, and he's almost a grown-up.
Are they really controlling it? Are they having any help?
They're not having any help at all, and you wouldn't know it, actually, if you just watched, because Joe is a phenomenal driver. It's absolutely brilliant. And they're working really well as a team. We've seen lots of brothers and sisters on this show working really well as a team, which to me is an amazing thing.
I think Lamsey's a little bit lucky to get this far. I've got to go Bigger Brother. I think Joe's going to be a really good roboteer when he gets older.
Lamsey have fought fantastically, and we saw that fantastic image of the washing machine in the pit going up and down because Lamsey was still there underneath fighting. And I loved that. But I think Bigger Brother as well, because I think Joe has inherited his dad's Ian's talent for driving. So that's who I'm going to go for too.
So it's bye-bye Lamsey.
No.
Well, tonight has seen a brand new world of half-pint pain. But now, are you ready to find a minor meltdown champion? Then let the final begin.
Bigger Brother.
Offensively destructive with a huge flipper, defensively indestructible Joe and Ellie Watts, so they say.
Lamsey.
There at the controls, Scott and Daniel Lockhart.
Roboteers, stand by.
There in the arena is Shunt with the blades at either end, Sergeant Bash with the flamethrower.
3, 2, 1, debate.
They fought right at the start of this minor meltdown. Perhaps they were feeling each other out. Perhaps they sensed they were the best machines. Lamsey's on its side. Now, how will they self-right from there? It is invertible. It can run either way up. The wolf's head, the sheep's head long gone. The jaws are open, but they won't be able to self-right. Lamsey, the only position Bigger Brother could have put Lamsey in to stop it immediately was on its side. They've done it. That is very good driving by Joe Watts, and Lamsey are beaten by the outstanding minor meltdown team. Scott Lockhart and Daniel, his brother, didn't know what had hit them. They're in the pit. That attack did it. On its side, no way back for Lamsey. And like a good sheepdog, Bigger Brother simply rounded them up, penned them in, and sent the lambs off to slaughter.
Oh dear, all over in less than a minute. Lamsey gets thrown to the wolves. The winner of the minor meltdown, Bigger Brother! Lamsey. All over in less than a minute. It felt like you were incapacitated after about 12 seconds. What happened?
Well, Bigger Brother flipped us.
Yeah.
We had our flipper open, hoping to charge at them. But as the flipper was opened, it would roll onto its side, and we couldn't actually self-right.
What was your plan? If that wouldn't have happened, how do you think you would have beaten Bigger Brother? What were you going to do?
We were going to open our jaws, try and ram their flipper to try and stop it working, but it didn't work.
No. I mean, you came very far, though, didn't you? You got all the way to the final. You disappointed?
Not that disappointed.
Not that disappointed. What about you? You disappointed?
No.
Did you enjoy? Have you enjoyed Robot Wars this time round?
Yeah.
Yeah. You going to come back and fight again?
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, gallant losers, let's hear it for Lamsey! You just keep getting more famous and more famous and more famous, don't you?
Yes.
You're never off the telly. And you know all those times you fought with your dad?
Yeah.
And you didn't win anything. And then when you fight on your own, you win, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what you've got to do, don't you? Get rid of the old man, isn't it? Get rid of the old man. Joe, how did you feel it went for you?
It went pretty, and well, when we were in the box through the break, and when we were waiting, and Dad and I had a tactic talk.
You had a tactic talk, a tic-tac talk?
And flip them over, and because they're aerials on one side of them, it will make them more sluggish.
See? They had tactic talks. And it worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did you think it was going to work so quickly, though?
No, they're good robots, and I think they'll do pretty well next time as well.
But you're very good at it. You're a very good driver. Have you been doing lots of practicing or what?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
You're just naturally gifted, are you, Joe?
I don't know. Maybe it's just in how I just turn off on my brain and just do it.
Brilliant. Well, do you know something? You've done it. And I'm going to give that to you and Ellie. Ellie, there's your trophy. You, Bigger Brother, are our minor meltdown champions. Let's hear it for them. Well done. Ellie and Joe, congratulations, Dad. Well, they're all off to wash their grubby little paws, because it's dirty business. It's Robot Wars. Bye-bye. Congratulations, Dad.
When it falls down.
That was amazing.
I love Dead Metal!
Psycho rocks! This show's been brilliant. I really enjoyed it. Thanks.
Next time, it's Tag Team Terror. 16 robots pairing off to battle as demonic duos. There are rules and regulations. They've never stuck to them in the past. It'll be mad. It'll be bad.